Hey yo, what up? What up? It's Lamech with Selah Sports TV back at it again. Chill. Wow. Well, stop the presses, ladies and gentlemen. Bronny James has proven without the shadow of a doubt that he can play in the NBA. How has he done this? Um, well, he scored 12 points in the summer league game, of course. That's right. That's right. What we're doing now is we're lowering the bar so far down that we can take a second round guy and say that because he scored 12 points in a summer league game that he can play in the NBA. That's what we're doing now, right? So let's just remember this energy, right? Let's just remember this energy when the next Kwame Brown or uh you know the next Greg Oden, these guys who kind of caught hell from the press. Greg Oden, I get it, he was hurt a lot, but like the bar is so low now. And who knew? All it took was for LeBron James to have a son, right? All it took was for LeBron James to have a son that wants to play in the NBA to where these guys get a fair shake, right? From the media. Now, you and I both know that that's bullshit. You and I both know that that's bullshit. And to prove it, you watch how the media, uh, how can I say this? Watch how the media speaks about people who are not in the loop, people who are not in the club, so to speak. Watch how they speak about them. Watch how they speak about Kyrie Irving, right? Watch how they speak about Russell Westbrook, right? The way they spoke about Russell Westbrook, who was, by the way, a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah, Russell Westbrook is a first ballot Hall of Famer, right? But somehow, Bronny, Bronny James rates more respect than Russell Westbrook. Shout out to Dreamers Pro Show. He's the first person I heard diagnose this, but this isn't about nepotism or any of that bullshit. This is about elitism. It's true. Like, oh, none of the people talk about nepotism. Y'all ain't supporting nepotism because you don't support it nowhere else. The only time we've ever heard you motherfuckers even mention the word nepotism is in regards to this LeBron James shit. Y'all ain't with no nepotism. All you doing is glazing your favorite player and now his son, right? 12 points. 12 points means that you can play in the NBA now. 12. And I ain't gonna lie, like he had a decent game. I don't think he played great. Do I think he played great? No. Do I think he played great? Absolutely not. No. But from how he was playing to this, not bad. See, a lot of you guys playing great, it just comes down to the point total, right? It comes from him going from scoring 4 points a game to getting all the way up to 12. Shot 5 of 11, which is pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty close to 50%, right? Went 2 for 5 from three. Again, close to 50%. That's a great game for Bronny. That's a great game for him. For his skill set, that's a great game. But we got to remember, he didn't do this in the any NBA game. He did this in the summer league. If Bronny could give you 10 to 12 points a game in an NBA game, I think that's an excellent pick, especially in the second round. But he can't, and he won't. And this ain't me hating. I know the company line, everybody got, well, Bronny's a great kid. Look, I don't know how great a kid he is. I don't know nothing about him. That's it. Y'all gotta stop acting like y'all know everybody. I don't know him. At the same time, I don't wish nothing bad on him. Right? He hasn't shown me anything to where I need to be rooting against him at all. Nothing. I like he says all the right things. You know what I mean? Same time, bro, your father is LeBron James, bro. We know that the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You know, we all know this. Even Bron, when LeBron James first came to the league, he wasn't the guy. He wasn't acting like he is now. He wasn't acting like that. He was actually a good guy, happy go lucky guy. You know, playing on the bench and you know, um, close to his teammates, all of that stuff, all of that. So, uh, you know, success and wealth has a tendency to change people over time. See, the thing, same thing. We wondering why LeBron is doing all this for his son, and you know, a lot of us don't even look at it like he's doing anything for his son. Nothing positive. He's not doing anything positive for his son. Nothing. Only thing he's doing is setting himself up, setting his son and himself up for a astronomical amount of criticism, right? But anyway, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you know, why is LeBron doing all of this just to get just to get Bronny in the league? And you know, when does it stop?" Well, the reason why is because these same things were done for LeBron James on a much smaller scale, of course, much smaller scale. I say that because LeBron James didn't need this much help just to get into the league, right? He actually had the talent to get into the league. He had the size to get into the league. You know, he had the NBA body, right, to get into the league. He was built for the league. So he didn't need the extra help, right? Didn't need it. But he absolutely got a huge uh amount of help with his image, with his I mean, he was only playing like what, 5, 6 years in the league, and he's already talking about he wants to be the GOAT. He wants to be the greatest player ever and all of that stuff. Like, he hadn't done anything yet. Right? So he was able to parlay a lot of this shit just by recognizing what time it was. It was, and for LeBron, Kobe was never gonna get um Kobe wasn't gonna get, as long as David Stern, you know, was around, and even Adam Silver. Adam Silver is not a Kobe guy. So Kobe wasn't ever gonna be handed the keys to the league, right? He wasn't gonna be handed that. So they needed someone to do it. And LeBron James was the perfect candidate. Perfect candidate, right? Perfect candidate. I'll never forget when they asked LeBron James, I think he was still a rookie, and they asked him, and see, these things matter. They asked LeBron James, what does he want? This is a question from the so-called elites to down to these athletes. They're asking him, what do you want? They're basically asking him, what's your price? And his answer was, I want to be a global icon. He didn't say, I want to win the most championships, or I want to be the greatest player ever, or actually, yeah, he didn't say I want to win, you know, a bunch of championships, or be a great teammate or anything like that. He said I want to be a global icon. So they said, okay, yeah, fine, and they've delivered, right? Now everything comes at a price. Everything comes at a price, but I'm not going to get off topic. Look, Bronny James had a solid game, but um, please stay tuned, right? Please stay tuned. Hey, if the kid goes out there and he can improve on what he did, I, hey, I got nothing against that. I'll give him his props, his credit, like everything. But that's the thing. This has to be based off of what he can do. This can't be based off of narratives, based off of people moving the goalposts, lowering standards. No, he's going to be held to the same standards as everybody else. Same standards as everybody else. What I don't agree with is guys who keep it real on their channels 85 to 90% of the time, right? Which is pretty much perfect. If you can keep it real on your channel 85 to 90% of the time, and by keep it real, I mean, I'm just saying I agree with the shit. 85 to 90% of the time, right? If you can do that, and you normally do that, right? And when it comes down to Bronny, you keep it real, you tell it straight down the middle. But as soon as Bronny puts up 10, 12 points, now you're going overboard. Oh, Bronny had a great game. No, he didn't. It was a decent game. We got to keep it real across the board. Otherwise, the standard gets lowered. Nobody's telling you to hate on him, even though he scored 12 points. No, because it was a huge improvement. But let's not call it 12. Let's not call that a great game. Why? Because that lowers the bar. That lowers the bar. If Scottie Pippen Jr. comes up next season and he scores 12 points in a game, you ain't going to be saying that's a great game. Right? If Carmelo's son comes up and he scores 12 points in a game, you ain't going to be saying he had a great game. You ain't going to say that. You might be saying he had a shitty game. You see? So let's not do that. Because it's just going to it's going to end up making you look crazy down the line. It's going to end up making you look crazy down the line. But I tell you what, I'm telling you what's going to happen. If Bronny can put together a few more double-digit scoring games, Bronny's going to be he's going to be inserted into the starting lineup for the Lakers. I promise you, if you think LeBron James won't bench a guy like D'Lo and put his son in there, you think he won't do that? LeBron James his narcissism knows no bounds, bro. So it doesn't matter what Bronny is saying. Like, yeah, I'll accept whatever program they have for me. He may mean that. He may just mean that. Right? But it doesn't matter what Bronny means. Bronny might mean it all he wants, but he also knows who his dad is. He knows that. So he knows he can go out there and say all the right things. Right? As above, so below. He knows he can speak on high because his dad and Rich Paul are going to be working behind the scenes, right? To make things happen for him. So why would he go out there and talk like crazy and be bragging, talking shit? Like, no, that ain't smart kid, right? But let's not, great game, no. The guy had a -10 on a plus minus. He had the worst plus minus out of everybody on the team. And this is in his best game. His best game, he was a -10. Right? So pump the brakes. That's all. Anyway, that's all I got. If you like the video, bang off on that like button one time. Peace.